Hi, welcome to What the Flick. I am Christy. That is Alonzo. That is Matt. We're talking about the best movie you could possibly see out there this week. Well, Moonlight. Moonlight's good.
There's some other
but
ones,
the ones we're
it's up
talking about, I should rephrase that. The ones we're talking about, this is definitely the best movie. It is The Handmaiden from Park Chan-wook, and Matt's going to talk about it.
So I'm going to try and talk about this movie and not give anything away. It is about a plot to get some money.
Where are they,
Right?
Matt? Where
they are
does it
in
take place?
Korea. They're in Korea. There's a
During the Japanese occupation.
1930s.
There's 1930s. There's is she a countess or a duchess that has a fortune, and a handmaiden comes in to what seems to be set the duchess up with a marriage to account to take all her money away, and then things get weird.
This is an adaptation of a Sarah Waters novel called Fingersmith that is set in, I think, Victorian England. And it's an interesting switch in time and place that I think works to its favor. You know, there's that joke about, you know, I was remember Mystery Science Theater has the reference to the all furniture Hamlet. Like, you have to come up with a reason why you're going to move stuff around. But I think, you know, Victorian England to 1930s Korea, there is an equal sense of, you know, not only this very strict propriety in place, but because you have this occupied country where the oppressed are trying to stay afloat by kind of imitating their oppressors, it sort of plays into all the stuff in this movie about identity and who are you pretending to be and who are you really and who are you telling the truth to and who are you lying to.
Yeah, and it's in Japanese and Korean, and so when you see it, there are two different colors of subtitles, so you know what language they're speaking.
Because it matters.
And it matters in terms of who they are pretending to be in that moment, but also the language becomes a weapon. The instances in which people choose to speak in Korean or Japanese becomes a sense of power and also duplicity and collusion somewhat, right? Conspiracy, and that's one of the many sources of tension here.
This movie's awesome.
Yep,
This movie's great.
Gorgeous.
This is a really. I hadn't expected this movie to be this fun, and it really is. I mean, it's lurid. It's over the top in a couple of places. It really, you know, I don't even want to say that it's really got twists and turns, although that's part of it too. This is a movie that is, yes, it's this plot about money, but it's so much deeper than that, and yet that plot is still so much of a part of it. And I loved how this movie went down. It's got some really smart stuff that it does, you know, for lovers of books, and it's, you know, I love that, yes, language is a weapon, and identity is not just like, are you guessing who identity is? Identity is a weapon in this one. And this movie, you know, I would caution people, if you're thinking about going to see this movie, don't read a bunch going into it. Just know that
know as little as possible.
Just know that you should see it.
It's fun and sexy and lurid and awesome.
Beautifully acted. I want to mention the names of the two actresses. The one who is the handmaiden is Tae-ri Kim, and Lady Hideko is Min-hee Kim, and Jung-woo is the Count. And how they all manipulate each other, and just the subtlety in the intimate moments is just, it's palpable. Like the tension, and darkly funny, which I did not expect. It's gorgeous too, like the costumes and the set design. And Park Chan-wook, he's such a visual, like a sumptuous visual stylist.
Yeah, and the cult of Park Chan-wook, I think, is mostly based on his skill at violence, but he's good at sex too.
You know, I want to point out that this is a movie where, look, like, this is a period piece that's subtitled, and I know that that's going to turn a lot of people off. Like,
and it's long. God, it's 2.5 hours long.
2.5 hours long.
It flies by.
Right, it absolutely. I mean, look, like, please take a chance on this. I know that a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to read subtitles. This movie's awesome, and it goes by like that. And I can't recommend this highly enough.
See it in the biggest screen you can find, because it's just sumptuously beautiful.
You and I disagreed about Stoker.
I love Stoker, as you guys know.
I still don't think, do you still have that damn key?
You know what? I did. My son broke the necklace. We were messing around. I have the key. I got to get a different chain for it.
Fine.
Yes, I still have the key, though.
All right, fair enough. That movie, to me, felt awkward, and it didn't like his style didn't translate to that story. His style translates to this story perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just trust us.
And it's a different side of him too. Like if you think you're going to get more like Old Boy or Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, this is a whole other thing.
Yes. So what's your number then?
I said 9. It's terrific.
9.4.
9.8.
Yeah.
You guys are too low.
Our average is a 9.4. It's really high on the tomato meter.
Yeah, it's in the 90s on the tomato meter. Absolutely go see it. It's if you can find it,
Yeah.
it's absolutely worth seeing it. And hopefully we'll get some notice in the awards race.
Yeah, probably one of the year's best. Yes. All right. Bye.